about a year and a half ago, I started having symptoms in my right eye. The very first thing I noticed was a dilated pupil. It was much bigger than the other eye. And shortly after that, at the same time, I started noticing that I was having trouble processing the light, especially on that side of the eye, that my eyes got really tired when I was working on the computer a lot. I started having a lot of sensitivity to light. I went to a doctor who said that he thought I had optic neuritis in that eye, but they didn't really do any kind of treatment for it. Brain scans were all normal. I did a brain CT and an MRI. About a year later, I went to a different ophthalmologist who diagnosed me with 80s syndrome, and told me basically that she sent me for another brain scan just to make sure that there were no other possibilities. But she basically told me it's a condition that does progress generally, that the part of the nerve that controls the pupil loses its response, and that it's not recoverable, that Western medicine doesn't have a way to treat it, that you can put drops in your eyes to restrict the pupil temporarily, but I wasn't really interested in that. So I was just living with it so I could get up here. And the symptoms, I definitely noticed them getting worse as far as light sensitivity, needing to wear sunglasses all the time, even on cloudy or rainy days. And my night vision got a lot worse, so that I was having real trouble driving at night, and with any kind of flashing lights, they'd give me a headache. So that's mainly what brought me up here, and it seems like a lot of those things have been getting better. Definitely in the past 2 weeks I've noticed a decreased sensitivity to light, and great improvement in my vision at night. Less tiredness related to my eyes. I haven't been doing a lot of work on the computers, but just in general. So I even think that I've noticed, I try not to worry about it too much, but it's hard not to. The way that my eyes look, I'm very sensitive about having one pupil that's often a lot bigger than the other. But I feel like I've noticed that they're much more similar size, much more often. Especially, I've noticed this, I'd say, in the past 4 days since the beginning of this second week of treatment. And I've noticed other benefits as well in the rest of my system. I tend to have really cold hands and feet, and even though it's really cold here right now, I've noticed that my hands and my feet warm up a lot faster when I come inside, and they stay warm. I'm used to waking up with cold hands and feet, and in the mornings lately it's been amazing, because I can't remember a time in my life when it's been that way, when they've been warm. I even think I see a difference in my skin. I have really sensitive skin, and actually we had some issues with bruising, that I was bruising really easily when I started, but with the vitamin K supplement that I started this week, that seems to have gotten better as well.
Well, I'm 33, and when I was 18 I had my retina and the left eye detached completely almost, including the macula, and I had surgery, so I have a rubber band and like a sponge beneath the eye, and then like 2 years, and it attached fine, and then like 2 years after that, in my right eye I had like a huge like hole that was corrected with laser, and but it also included a part of the macula, and that was when I was 18 and 20, and ever since, even though the retina has stayed in its place, like there had been many phases where my vision has really deteriorated in different ways. My night vision is not very good, and my eyes have been dry for like long periods of time, and then again fine. And well, the thing is that my retina detached when I was 18, so I have plenty of years to live. So the thing, and I will probably have another surgery again. And what has happened with the microacupuncture is, well, several things. The first one is that the visual field even in the right eye that was not supposed to be decreased, because in my left eye I have a rubber that keeps my visual field to be complete. But in my right eye, I was supposed to have the visual field complete. Also, the first time I was here 2 years ago, it improved like 30%, and in the sides like that. And in my left eye, which has a rubber, it also improved in the central vision, and in some peripheral vision I was not supposed to have at all because of the surgery. And also that's like a side problem that was not supposed to be possible to solve. I have these huge floaters, which are not called floaters anymore. It's called a circle of zinc or something like that. That it's like the medical term for when the whole posterior wall of the vitreous detaches complete. So then it flows in the front of the visual field, like in the form of a C, and it's like this big, like 1/3 of the visual field. So that gave me headaches for a long time, and then I just got used to it because the doctor said that he wouldn't operate on that because the retina was fragile, so it wouldn't stand for the surgery. And and I also, because of the rubber band that I have lots of light waves and like flashes. The flashes are like the retina being pulled by the vitreous. But the other thing, it's just like the explanation of the doctor was that there were some dead neurons in the retina, and some that were not dead, and that the not dead were trying to communicate among each other, so they were making these waves, so that there was nothing to do about that. So after the first treatment of the microsurgery, of the microacupuncture, that really improved, and also I started taking hyaluronic acid 1.5 years ago every day, almost non-stop, and the floaters and it's not the big C is still there, but it's not as annoying, and also all the light and all the pulling and all the movement or the friction or something inside the eye, it completely changed. And every time I've come here, the colors seem way brighter for many months after the treatment. And what I believe is that for me it's like my only option. I'm a film director, and I hope that I can still direct some films. And I need my eyes to be healthy in case I need surgery for retina or something else. So I think that the whole bringing the blood to the eye and having the complete eye as an organ healthy, it's a huge difference for me. It's my only option. So I'll come here again every year or more for all my life, I think.